Good morning, students. Today I will start first poem, Prayer of the Woods. So the poet is anonymous. So we don't know what his name is, who is the writer of this poem. Anonymous means जिसके नाम का कुछ पता ना हो, ठीक है, किसने लिखी है, who is the writer of this poem. So let us start. I am the heat of your hearth on the cold winter nights, the friendly shade screening you from the summer sun, and my fruits are refreshing draughts, quenching your thirst as you journey on. So, who is praying in this poem? Woods are praying. Woods means trees, forest, right? So, what do they say? What is the prayer of the woods? Let us understand. I am the heat of your heart on the cold winter nights. So, woods say, I am the heat of your heart on the cold winter nights. Hearth means fireplace, जहाँ पर आग जलाते हैं, खाना बनाते हैं. So woods, forest, trees say कि I am useful for fuel. I am used as a fuel in your cooking. I give heat to your hearth. When nights are very cold, when it is winter season, and when it is very cold, so I work, I am used as a fuel in your fireplace. The friendly shade screening you from the summer sun. When it is summer season, when it is very hot, I work as a friend. I give you shade. Whoever sits under my shade, I give them shade. I screen them, I protect them from the summer sun. So in winter, in summer season, so trees, forest, woods, these things are all beneficial in both the seasons, in summer season and winter season. Then what is the prayer then? It continues, woods continue. My fruits are refreshing, draughts quenching your thirst as you journey on. When people, passengers, travelers uh, start their journey, when they continue their journey, and when they are tired, so they eat my fruits, and those fruits make them refresh, and they are refreshing draughts. Quenching means होता है प्यास बुझाना. फ्रूट्स जो हैं उनकी प्यास को बुझाते हैं. So they, whenever they feel thirsty, they enjoy my fruits, they feel refreshed. So this is another use of woods. Remember, woods means trees, forest, all these natural things, right? I am the beam that holds your house, the board of your table, the bed on which you lie, and the timber that built your boat. So, in daily routine, we see many things are made up of woods. I am the beam. He gives example. I am the beam that holds your house. Uh, our house, it is the foundation. Our house, who holds our house? Beam. हमारे घर की छत किस पे टिकी होती है? Beam पर टिकी होती है. And that beam is made up of wood. The board of your table, and the board of our table is also made up of wood. The bed on which you lie, even bed on which we take rest, on which we lie, on which we take comfort. So this is also made up of wood. And the timber that built your boat, and boat is also built by wood. So woods are very useful to us in our daily life. So many things are made up of woods. For example, a beam of the house, board of the table, bed, and boat. Right. So there is repetition of b. Consonant b is used, repeated again and again. For example, in the words like beam, board, bed, built, and board. And this figure of speech is known as alliteration. Right? Alliteration is the repetition of the same sound, usually initial consonant of words. कि जो consonant होता है उसका जो फर्स्ट इनिशियल है वो रिपीट होता है तो हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं? एलिट्रेशन. ओके, वी कंटिन्यू आवर पोएम. आई एम द हैंडल ऑफ योर hoe, the door of your homestead, the wood of your cradle, and the shell of your coffin. So, first I tell you the meanings. I am the handle of your hoe. What is the meaning of hoe? Hoe is a garden tool with a long handle and a blade used for removing weeds. Generally, you see when the gardener uh, trims, he removes weeds, जो झाड़ियाँ वगैरह हो जाती हैं ग्रास, उसको क्लीन करता है. तो that implement is known as hoe. So that hoe is made up of wood. The door of your homestead. Homestead, a house with the land of buildings around it, especially a farm. So homestead का door किससे बना होता है? Wood से बना होता है, right? The wood of your cradle. Cradle means झूला, जिसमें बेबी जो है when baby sleep, when baby in which baby sleeps. So that cradle, that door, that handle of the hoe, all these things are made up of wood. And the shell of your coffin. Coffin is a box in which dead body is buried. So that coffin is also made up of wood. So you see in this poem, woods are praying and woods are speaking. Personification is used here, and they say how useful we are to you. Uh, at the end, they pray that human beings should not harm them, they should not cut down, right? I'm the bread of kindness and the flower of beauty. Then he say, they pray, woods pray, I am the bread of kindness. So they are full of human kindness. They are very kind, and they and the flower of beauty, and they spread beauty all around. In the last line they pray, I quote, "Ye who pass by, listen to my prayer, harm me not." Unquote. Ye means you. You means passerby, जो भी यहाँ से गुजर रहा है, कि who pass by, listen to my prayer, would say, kindly listen to our prayer, harm me not. Harm means हमें नुकसान मत पहुँचाओ. Kindly do not cut down us. Please do not cut down us. Help us, protect us. So how useful we are. We are very useful to you. We work as a heat. We are as a friend. We help you as a friend. We protect you in summer season. We give you heat in the cold winter. And we give you so many sweet and refreshing fruits. We quench your thirst. And we are used as a beam, as a board of the table. And your bed is made up of wood, and your boat is also made up of timber. So we are the handle of the hoe is made up with wood, and we spread beauty. Your cradle to coffin, from birth to death, we are useful to us, useful to you. So we spread kindness. We are symbol of human kindness. We spread fragrance and beauty. So this is the request, prayer of the woods, that human beings should not cut down them. We should not harm them, because woods are harmless to us. So this is the poem, my dear students. I hope you understood. So in this poem he uses so many figures of speech. First I told you alliteration, when first sound of a consonant is repeated, then simile, metaphor and personification. So read this poem. Thank you so much.